Hey guys, how's it going? So I just want to go ahead and shoot this video over to you of 3 tips that I think if you guys implement these, you're going to start seeing a lot more calls coming your way for roofing in Katy, Texas. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. What I've done here is I've gone over to Google and I've typed in this phrase, roofing Katy, Texas. And the reason for this exact phrase is because there's actually a lot of eyes going to it every single month. In fact, 350 eyes are going to this phrase every single month. That's a lot of people that you can be in front of, and on the flip side, that's a lot of people you're missing out on by not being ranked on the first page for this keyword. So let's go back over. We see that you're greeted with your map pack, and below you have these organic listings, which are also super important. But looking at just this map pack here, this is where 70 to 80% of the business is starting to go down, because as people continue to use smartphones more and more often, this is like the first thing that they see on their phone. In fact, on mobile devices, there's usually like a call button to the right here, so people just click to call. It's that simple. So not being ranked in here is the equivalent of leaving money on the table. Like, it's just really important to be in here. Now, the way you do get into this map pack is through these things called citations. And not to get all too technical, but all a citation is simply your website's or your business's information listed in different directories across the web, roofing directories specifically. But all you do is you go and you fill in name, phone number, address, hit submit, call it a day, and you're good. What Remedy Roofing has done here is they've got the most, and Google ranks whoever has the most with quality kept in mind. You can't just spam. But moving on, you've got your organic listings, and these are super important too, because nobody's going to BBB, Home Advisor, Yelp, Angie's List anymore. People are just going to the real sites on the first page. Reason being is because people are sick and tired of having like 5 different contractors hit them up for a service that Angie's List just like passed around their info, and then you guys as contractors are also pissed off too, because you have that lead that you paid for being passed around to a bunch of other guys too. It's not cool. And as the consumer, people just want to go straight to the source. They don't want to go like third party anymore, so they just go to whoever they see on the first page. In this case, it happens to be Katy Roofing, and this spot holds so much value, it's insane. But let's just talk about how they got there first. They basically got there through backlinks, which all a backlink is simply your website's link listed on another website that refers back to you, almost like a vote. Think of it like the more votes you have, the better. You also want to make sure you have votes from a bunch of different sources. You can't just have the same person voting for you over and over and over. You need to diversify. That being said, let's go ahead and take a look at what their site metrics look like. What we can see here is they've got 73 votes from 20 different sources. They're ranking for 107 keywords. Organic traffic of 420 people visiting their site every month, with a traffic value of 3,500, which is basically just the equivalent of if you were to take Google Ads or take $3,500, pay Google for it in their ad campaign. That's how much traffic they would direct to your site. The thing is, though, is you can't really trust Google Ads all that much anymore as your main source of marketing per se, because so many people accidentally click on ads, or people have ad blockers up, and all those accidental clicks, they just run your budget and you're not really seeing any benefit from them. They're getting the real 420 people visiting their site every single month, not the fake. So it's really important to be in that top spot. How does your site compare exactly? Well, if we were to take a look, you've got 504 votes from 70 different sources, ranking for 317 keywords, but you only got 17 people visiting your site every single month, and $61 page traffic value. So you're probably confused. You're like, well, I've got more votes from more sources. I've even been ranking for more keywords. Why are my traffic numbers so low compared to Katy Roofing? Well, what this tells me is that they actually have more authoritative links than you, because not all votes are equal. Some sources are stronger than others, some sources are better than others, And it could very well be that you guys may have had somebody in the past go through and just spam a bunch of backlinks, and that's how that number happened. And Google doesn't like to get played. You have to do things the right way. You can't just spam a bunch of links and expect it to work out. And if we were to take a look at these keywords, you have a lot of content on your website, but Google might not be viewing it as authoritative, and to an extent they could also be viewing it as spammy, which is why your traffic numbers are so low. If we were to take a look at these keywords and check how many of them you're on the first page for, because again, the first page is all that matters. Nobody's going to pages 2, 3, 4, or 5. You're only on the first page for 3 of those, and one of them is Angie's List, one of them is your own business name, and one of them is Sienna Fence. These two have something to do with your business. This one obviously doesn't. That's really random. But basically, you don't have any spots on the first page, and those are the most important spots out there. If we were to do the same thing with Katy Roofing, do 110, they show up on the first page for 39 different phrases. That's why they're getting all that traffic. 39 different phrases. You guys are only showing up for 3, and they're not really super niche relevant. Lastly, I want to kind of touch on is content. So you guys have a fair amount of content on your site, but again, this comes down to like keywords. You want to start implementing a lot of roofing keywords to your site. Like I know you have a blog up here, and they probably have some really good posts, but you want to add a lot more to that because you have to become the industry knowledge leader locally. And as proof of that working, if we were to go and check out Mike Tyson on Google, Wikipedia shows up first, not his actual website. The reason being is that Wikipedia has more information on Mike Tyson than his actual website does. And Google just loves information. So if you can have the most of it and you can demonstrate it in an authoritative way, Google will rank you higher. So I hope those tips were all helpful for you. Citations for your GMB, backlinks for your organic listing, and content for your homepage, so you can be viewed as a knowledge leader in the industry and have Google rank you for all the important keywords on the first page. Hope that helps. Take care. Have a great day.